Joe. 1-2.
Yes, it's the only thing I've ever wanted to do 100%. I always wanted to be in radio from the age of 4 or 5 years old. So I was lucky enough to have a radio station in my hometown when I was in high school, and I started at the age of 15 as an intern, and I was on the air at 16. That's how I got my start.
I'm the engineer. I'm the unsung hero. And most people don't want to see what we do, don't want to ever care. The music comes out their radio. Typically, if you bring somebody in for a tour, it's never been in a radio station, you'll inevitably hear, I never knew it took so much stuff. The engineer has a unique situation. We're not on the air, nobody knows who we are. But as you said, we have to make it work. And when it doesn't work, then everybody's crying. But you spend so much time fighting with this stuff and coming up with screwy ideas to figure out how to make things work that it takes on the aura of almost like being your child. You find that inanimate objects do have personalities, especially when they get older.
All right, Joe Black is my air name. I work mornings. When I first started, we had CD players. We had a reel-to-reel machine to record phone calls. And to edit, you would have to use a razor blade and a wax pen, and you'd splice it, put it together, and use splicing tape to put the call on the air so you could edit it down the way you wanted. We had little, our commercials were run on what we call carts. They almost look like an 8-track tape. It's a little square thing about that big. We used those as for our commercials and some of our songs. We had CDs for our music. Now it's all on computer.
I wish I would have known how fast technology was going to change everything. We're living in a really interesting period of time where technology is changing everything we do extremely quickly. Knowing how to stay ahead of technological changes and how to apply them to what we're doing is really super important. It wasn't really a skill until I picked up later in my career, but it's an invaluable skill, and anybody that's in media, I think, has to have that skill now in order to stay on top of it.